It's not a wake-up call. It's embarrassment. Not the score, not that Australia is not good. Just the way we performed. All.
Hi guys, Howzit? Welcome back all to my Afrikaans-speaking followers. Welcome back to everyone else. Let's try this again. Round 2 of the Rugby Championship as the game moves from Gauteng to the Western Cape, Cape Town Stadium. There. I think we could maybe get a better result this week. After last week, I don't think it could have gotten much worse than that. But we are here to discuss the lineups, some predictions, and hopefully it's a little bit better this round. But unfortunately, as you guys know, I did get laid off back in April. I am working, but the money's just not there yet. So once again, the Fairweather Rugby fan had to sell out. I had to go out and get some sponsors. And unfortunately, we've got to take a moment to let those sponsors shine. So we'll be right back after our message from this week's sponsor.
Today's episode of the Fairweather Rugby Fan is brought to you by Matt Williams. He really hates the Springboks.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is a very humble man this week. Matt Williams, his hatred of the Springboks continues to be there. But he actually was able to kind of say something this week. I wonder what Matt Williams was. But hey, he is a sponsor of the show here, so I've got to give him his due credit there. But a couple of changes here to the Wallabies lineup, Joe Schmidt, as they move into round 2. Some injuries, a little bit of a different split off the bench, but we'll go ahead and start off with the front row. Tom Robertson replaces James Slipper in number 1 with Billy Pollard and Taniela Tupou. No change in the other 2 jerseys. Nick Frost and Will Skelton once again get the start at 4 and 5, with Tom Hooper and Fraser McRae getting the start at 6 and 7. Rob Valentini replaces Captain Harry Wilson at number 8. No change, and Nick Scheidt and 35-year-old James O'Connor at 9 and 10. I'd love to post a picture, but you can find it online. Unfortunately, the injury to Dylan Page, the winger for the Wallabies, it was pretty nasty. You can see his jaw was obviously broken in the photos. But we get a debut. Corey Toole will get the debut in the number 11 jersey. His opposite will be Max Jorgensen. No change from last week. Ikitau and Joseph Suwali'i get the start at center. They were absolutely great last week. And Tom Wright anchors it all off at 15. A 5-3 split coming off the bench for the Wallabies. We'll see Brendan Paenga Amosa, Angus Bell, and Zane Nongor will be the replacements for the front row. Jeremy Williams, Nick Champion de Crespigny. He was announced to play last week. He did get changed at the last moment. Those are the forward replacements. Tate McDermott, Tane Edmond, and Andrew Kellaway will be the back replacements when they are needed. And that is your 23-man Wallabies squad. Wholesale changes. We knew these were coming with the Springboks after that lackluster effort that we saw last week. So let's go ahead and get into it. We have Oxenche, Malcolm Marks, and Thomas Totoy starting in the front row. Audrey Snyman will get the starting number 4 jersey. The Viking, it should be cold, it should be wet, he'll be right at home. Welcome back, Ruan Lorkia. I felt like we definitely missed him last week. Marco Van Staden once again will get the start in the number 6 jersey, Escom. Franco Mostert will move into the number 7 jersey. Both Sia and Peter Steff, the tackle, getting injured last week. And starting at number 8, Jean-Luc Dupria. Brett Williams retains his starting number 9 jersey there, and he will be matched up with the General of Loftus, the Iceman, Andre Pollard at number 10. Cheslin Colby comes back into the squad at number 11. He will be matched up with Kanan Moody, who moves from 13 to 14. The good old pairing of the Milnerton grad Damien Dialende and Jesse Krill, the kid from the KZN, will be captaining the side at 12 and 13 respectively. And the Centurion, Billy LaRue, getting the start at 15. A 5-3 split, or 6-2 split coming off the bench this week, with Marnus van der Merwe, Boan Venter, and Vilko Low being the front row replacements. Eben Etzebeth gets a rare off-the-bench appearance in the number 19 jersey, and Lou Diager will be in the number 20. And Kwaka Smith, the menace at the breakdown. Very disappointing performance from Kwaka last week, in my opinion. He will be in the 21 jersey. Veteran Kobus Ranek will be the scrum half replacement, and Sasha Feinberg will be the number 23, the bomb squad as it is. So look, a lot of people are saying, oh, the Springboks got humbled last week. 38-22. It's just a loss. You want to see a humbling? That's a humbling. That was a humbling moment. Here's another one. That was a humbling moment. Losing 38-22, the fashion it was pretty nasty. Controlling the game for 20 minutes and absolutely falling apart for the other 60. There's no excuse for it. Now, I try to be one of these glasses half full type of guys and think that, hey, maybe this is just what the Springboks needed. Maybe this is what they needed. I'm not just talking about the fans, but the team. We've seen it time and time again with the Springboks. If you watch Chasing the Sun season 1 or season 2 in particular, after the loss in the pool game, you saw Rassi. He slapped the boys back to reality. And sometimes you need that. Sometimes the team needs that. They need to be brought back to reality. That, hey, no one's invincible. No one is bigger than the jersey. You go out there, you perform to the best of your ability, and that's all you can do. And there were a lot of guys on that team last week that did not do that. They failed to play to their abilities. This is why we've had so many wholesale changes. Now, I don't want to bring anything too crazy into it, but there was a gentleman that had made a comment on social media about 18 of 23 of these guys. And I really don't think about it anymore. And I don't think any of us do. I'm not going to go into a whole thing about that, but the fact that it's being brought up just kind of tells you maybe you're looking at the wrong thing, bud. Do I think that there were a lot of comments last week about the age of some of these players, and we've got some older guys on this team. I mean, obviously, Villy is not going to make it to the next World Cup. I highly doubt it. Do I think he's a better choice at 15 at the moment? Yes, because we saw Fossey and Valemza last week play no defense. Yes, they are electric when it's on an attack and the open play, but we weren't getting anything done. We saw the collapse defensively. We played no defense. Our backs could have caught some of these guys. There was none of that. Do I think there's a bit of a difference this week? Of course, obviously with Cheslin Colby, the best winger in the world, and number 11. Cannon Moody, can he do it? Can he step up? I believe that he can. Will Sasha Feinberg have a good performance off the bench? I'm hoping so. Having him with the veteran Kobus Reinek to kind of control anything, and if things get bad, what do? You slide Hondre back to 12. We've seen Hondre do it multiple times. That guy, they call him the General of Loftus for a reason. We've seen Hondre bleed for the team. I mean, we saw the final, he had the cut on his face. It's a beautiful scar, but I mean, I think this team can win, obviously, but the team last week should have won. That was a very, very good, well-put-together team. They just failed to perform. I do have some worries about this. Obviously, the front row replacements. I have yet to be impressed by Vilko Low yet. Marnus van der Merwe and Bowen Venter are both really untested guys. I have not been impressed by Vilko. And I do have some reservations about Thomas Tatoy. I feel like he's a bit too tall for the job. He doesn't really seem to line up well. He's always like the taller guy on the side. Do I think he's a bad prop? No, I don't. I really, really miss Kitsoff and Malherba at this point, just to be completely honest with you. But I think we all miss both of those guys. We definitely miss Kitsoff. Nobody saw that coming. But he's gone, and we have to move on. Do I think that this is a team that has a statement to make? 100%. We have to make a statement after what happened last weekend. Now, I am predicting another win. I don't think it's going to be a huge win. I'm going to give it 15 to 20 points, but it could be much higher than that. Or it could be much lower than that. Do the Wallabies have a chance to come out here and smack us in the face? If they do it again, yeah, they will. And they will win the game. And we will be 0-2. And that will be pretty much it for our chances of winning this rugby championship. I think we're going to need to go out and show what we've got. Is this going to be the old game plan? More than likely, yes, it will be. It will be the kicking them to death, and it'll be ground and pound. It's going to be wet. It's going to be cold. That pitch has been getting rain all week. It's going to be soggy. And it's going to be cold. I think kickoff temperature should be somewhere between 15 and 17. And since where the stadium is at, it's going to be windy as hell in that stadium. And once again, I have to make the complaint because it's been made up. And these ticket prices are insane. Yes, I know if I translate them to American dollars, it's not that bad. But those people aren't making American dollars there. SA Rugby, you need to have packed stadiums. You need to sell the tickets at whatever sale price you can to pack the stadiums. This is the national team of the country. We cannot have empty seats at the house. You just can't. You can't do that. Because I guarantee you, when we go to New Zealand, there won't be an empty seat in the house for either of those games. And it's not just because it's Springboks, it's because they're going to show up. And you could say, well, that's New Zealand, it's not the same as South Africa. Then South Africa lower the prices, for Christ's sakes. Don't mean to be blasphemous, but make the tickets affordable. So I do not know what's going to go on during the game. I've been invited by my buddy Grant. He was the guy that got me the Lions and the Cheetahs jersey on his last trip back to South Africa. He is having a braai and a pool party. So I may be at a pool party watching the game and then taking a dip in the pool. But I will let you guys know, obviously, and I will talk to you guys again very soon. Let's go Springboks.